Alright guys, welcome back. I believe today's day 8. We left off, we finished some quests, got our stats up. What I really need to do, just go ahead and knock it out this morning. Be 36 woodcutting. I'm already here in Sears Village, so I'm going to go ahead and do willows to 36. Then we can start Tourist Trap, knock that out. Get agility up, go do Lost City. And then we should be good. And we'll have to figure out what we're going to do after that. So let me go get 36 wood cutting. And that's 31 wood cutting. We can now use an adamant axe. So let's go get it. And that's 32 wood cutting. We got our first bird nest. Let's see what we get. Courage seed. See how much it's worth. 21 GP. Nice. And that's 33 wood cutting. And that's 34 wood cutting. 2 more to go. And that's 35 wood cutting. Alright, that's 36 wood cutting. Now let's go head to the desert and start Tourist Trap. And knock that out. First, let's head to the GE and buy some stuff we need. So I don't have any feathers. And bronze bars. And so let's just go to GE, get everything we need, and we can start the quest. So kind of what the plan is today is to knock out Tourist Trap, knock out Lost City. That should give us enough agility XP to get us to be able to do the Grand Tree quest. So that's the plans for today. Alright, let's start Tourist Trap. I do believe this is only combat you do. But it's not hard at all. Let's see. Yeah, it's only combat you do. He's only level 47. It's not that bad. Alright, so kill him, you get a key, and go through the gate. Make sure you take off your combat equipment before you enter, because then you get put in jail. You're going to climb out like this. You got to bend the bars and climb up here and go around again. So, make sure you take off your combat equipment. I don't know if jewelry counts, but I had a scimitar and a shield on. But, yeah. Then you're going to climb up here. Kind of hurt. Just a bunch of crap. Wastes a lot of time. So, then you're back out. Alright, so during the quest, we got a genie lamp. What should we use it on? I guess it's almost 40 strength. Let's go ahead and use it on that. It goes off the level of the skill you use it on. So I'm probably at 390 experience. Yeah, see? So, yeah. But 40 strength. And now wield rune weaponry. Warhammers, my bad. Oh yeah. Look at this. Alright, so this is in the quest. Once you return Anna to, I guess her mom, sister, I don't know. It gives you options for the skilling experience. I'm just going to dump it all in agility. 22 agility. You get a second one, also in agility. Should give me 27. I believe that's good enough for Grand Tree. There we go. Tourist Trap done. 2 quest points. Desert mining access. Desert mining camp access. Ability to make throwing darts. And then the XP and agility. So, with that done, I want to say that's good for Grand Tree. Let's look. Yeah, see, 25 agility, so we're good. But I'm gonna go do Lost City real quick because it gives you Xanaris, whatever the hell the city's called. Well, you never mind then. So I might just go do Grand Tree. So it also gives you that known quest line, which I think that gives you Grand Tree. Then you work on getting up to Monkey Madness, and then so on and so forth. But yeah, let's go do Grand Tree real quick. Now that I'm here, thinking about it, I really do need to get my crafting up. So I know there's some quests you can do to get crafting up, like murder mystery, some other ones I'm sure. But I'm gonna go knock those out just to get that crafting up for Lost City, because I really want to get Lost City done, just to get to the fairy rings. And so I might just go knock that out and get crafting up. If I don't get to 31 from the quest, I'll just skill until I get to 31. I was looking on the old school wiki. There's a bunch of quests that give crafting XP, like Dwarf Cannon, Making History, some of the Recipe for Disasters, Murder Mystery, which I'm about to do, Observatory Quest, all those. Nature Spirit, they give a bunch of crafting XP, which I might just go knock those easy ones out, and then that'll get us a bunch of XP. So I might start working on those. Alright, we're at the Sinclair Mansion. Let's go ahead and start Murder Mystery. Alright, so it says the fingerprints are an exact match to Anna's. So there's your answer. It's an easy quest, dude. Alright, and that's Murder Mystery done. Gives us 1,406 crafting experience. Should give us a couple levels. 15, I'll take it. Since I'm here, I'm just go ahead and do Dwarf Cannon. Go ahead and get that out the way. Alright, so let's start the Dwarf Cannon quest. It shouldn't take too long. And that's Dwarf Cannon complete. 700 crafting XP. See what we get. 17 craft. The Observatory quest gives 2,200 crafting XP. So I might go knock that out. So that could give us a little bump. Alright, let's start the Observatory quest. Alright, I think you just attack this and you wake him up. And then I think you can lure him over here. I'm not real sure. Yeah, you bring him back here, and then he like paths into that little spot right there. That's smart. Oh yeah, look at this. Alright, let's see what constellation we have. That would be... I have no clue. Alright, so that's the Observatory quest complete. We get 2250 crafting XP. I think we had some defense XP because of the constellation. And then we get a sapphire. Alright, so I'm just going to end cutting sapphires. I don't think you lose too much money. I should have enough money to get at least 31, if not real close. But that's 22 crafting. That's 23 crafting. That's 24 crafting. That's 25 crafting. That's 26 crafting. That's 27 crafting. We can now cut emeralds. So I might see if emeralds are even more profitable. Alright, so you actually lose money cutting emeralds. So I might just stick to sapphires. I'm almost at 31, so. And that's 28 crafting. That's 29 crafting. And that's 30 crafting. Let's see what we can do at 30. Emerald bracelets. Pair of broken cranes and port pisker. So that's good for later on. Alright, one more level. Alright guys, that's 31 crafting. So we have all the requirements for a Lost City. So what we might do, I need to make some money, dude. Be serious. I'm being serious, you know. Because I'm always freaking broke and I always need crap. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make, I don't know, maybe 100K real quick. I'm trying to think of what I can do. Alright, so what I found is you have these arrow shafts, 1 GP each, and feathers are 3 GP each. Make headless arrow shafts, and you can sell them for 10 GP each. So this should make me 6K profit per 1,000, which takes no time to make these. So I just might sit here for a while and make some money, and I'll be back. It give me a lot of fletching levels too, so that's good. That's 13 fletching. That's 14 fletching. That's 15 fletching. Alright, so I made 1,000 of them. Let's see if we can sell them for 10. It says going for 10, so. Alright, so it only took like a minute or two, but they sold for 10K. That's easy money and easy fletching levels. So I might just stick to it and get up to 100K and then buy everything for Lost City. Do that and then Try to work on Grand Tree. Yeah, man. We're getting stuff done. That's 16 fletching. That's 17 fletching. That's 18 fletching. That's 19 fletching. That's 20 fletching. Can now make oak short bows. And that's 21 fletching. That's 22 fletching. Alright, so those instant sold. Made 3K. It's 30K. Alright, so let's keep making arrowheads. We're making a lot of money, so see what we can get. That's 23 fletching. That's 24 fletching. That's 25 fletching. Alright, so we made 3,000 more. Sell it and see what we get. Alright, so those sold. Got 30K. Now cash stack is up to 48K. Alright, let's start the Lost City quest. Alright, made our way to Entrana. Now we're going to go down here. Gotta kill some zombies, get an axe. Cut the tree. Well, try to cut the tree. Kill the tree spirit. Get the Draymond staff. And I think we'll go to Xanar's. Alright, kill a zombie, get an axe. And then you run over here to the tree spirit. You gotta watch these greater demons because they do hit, but they don't hit that hard. I mean, like, you have enough HP to get through. But this is the tree spirit part. This is like the biggest combat part of it. So what you do, see these mushrooms? You're gonna do it's gonna pop out, and somehow you gotta get over here. Then you have to get behind these mushrooms, and you're gonna keep clicking and casting, clicking and casting. I'm just gonna do firebolt because that's my best one I have right now. So watch, click the tree, and you run here, run around it like here, and he'll get stuck behind this mushroom. Then you sit here, cast on the tree spirit. That's 33 hit points. So I'll be back when he's almost dead. Alright, he's almost dead. Couple more hits. That should be it right here. One more hit. Alright. Once you kill the tree spirit, just cut a branch off. But what you could do is get you a couple branches. I think there's another quest where you need a couple branches. So I just cut like 5. Alright, so we'll get you a couple. You can use the home teleport, or you can just teleport to Lumbridge. It doesn't matter. Now what you need to do is take your knife, just cut your Draymond staff out of one of these branches. You wear it, then you run into that little shed in Lumbridge Swamp. And once you get in there, it's quest complete. Alright, so make sure you have the staff equipped. And then you just come down here to Lumbridge Swamp. I'm sure everybody knows it, but like you would get here when you do the home teleport. And you run down into the swamp. You just open this door. And it's going to start shaking. Flowers. Boom. Lost City complete. 3 quest points. Access to Xanar's. Now, what's cool about down here is the Queen, or the Fairy Tale, part 1, is down here. And I don't believe that one has any requirements, but we'll see. Alright, so it does have Nature Spirit, so that'll be our next quest to knock out. But it's recommended 30 farming. You gotta fight that Tangle Root, but it's not that hard. You just flinch them like the Black Knight and Holy Grail. Kind of stuck. Do I want to do Grand Tree to get that agility boost, or do I want to do Fairy Tale Part 1 to get the fairy rings? I don't know, man. I think right now I'll just do the Grand Tree. Just go ahead and get that out the way. Well, dang, now that it remembers, we can wear this armor for magic. So, dang. Alright, let's start the Grand Tree quest. Alright, this is where you fight the Black Demon. It's just a way to safe spot it by the rocks over here. So, but if you need to, you can leave and get supplies or whatever you need. Don't let him hit you though. Yeah, see? You can also safe spot over here, but right here is good. Just safe spot them. and just kill him. But he does, like, you don't want to get hit by him because he does hit you for a lot. So, but once you get in the safe spot, you're good. Just to mage him down like every other boss. So, I'll be back when he's almost dead. Alright, so it's almost dead. Come on. Alright, so this will be the last hit. So he's down. And now we're almost done with the quest. All we have to do is run over here. It's going to be through here. Going to run up here around all these roots. Watching bats to attack you. But just run through here. And then when you get up here, you'll see the king. And then you'll have to search the roots for that stone or pebble, whatever the hell it is. And here he is. Talk to him. Alright, so after you talk to the king, you're going to search these roots. It's random for everybody, so there's a lot of them. So just kind of search around. One time I got lucky, it was right here. It was real close to him, so just search all these roots. You'll eventually find it. Alright, so here it is. I found it in this one. But yeah, so mine was right here. Just go turn this in. And I believe that's the end of the quest. Could be wrong. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, that's the end of the quest right there. Grand Tree complete. 18,000 attack. 7,900 agility. 2,100 magic. And then you also get the gnome glider access, which you can use to go somewhere in the desert, Karamja, different places, but there's a bunch of quests use that, so that's good. It's 32 agility, shallow village, river crossing. That's good for whenever you're fishing and stuff. 45 attack, 40 magic. You can use mythic teleport to the house and use mythic armor. 49 combat. Alright guys, I'm ending it here for today. I did a lot today, finished Grand Tree, and got agility up. That's the biggest thing. So thank y'all for watching, and hopefully tomorrow we can do a lot more quests. Thanks.